Attraction is not just about looks, money, or status. Real attraction is psychological. It's about emotions, tension, mystery, and how you make someone feel when they are around you. Today, we're going to talk about something very powerful in love psychology, the power of a simple kiss, and why where you kiss matters more than you think. Attraction is not just about physical appearance or material things, it operates much deeper within the mind and emotions. People often misunderstand attraction as something instant and purely visual, but in reality, it builds through subtle psychological cues. The way you carry yourself, your confidence, and your tone of voice, and how you make someone feel all play a significant role. Emotional stimulation is far more powerful than logical reasoning when it comes to romantic connection. When a woman feels intrigued, comfortable, and slightly curious about you, her mind begins to engage in a way that naturally builds attraction. One of the most overlooked aspects of attraction is anticipation. Instead of rushing into physical gestures, creating a sense of suspense can intensify emotions. When moments are slowed down and allowed to breathe, they become more meaningful and impactful. Small pauses, eye contact that lasts a second longer, and subtle body language can create a powerful emotional pull. These moments build tension in a natural and exciting way, making interactions feel more alive and memorable. A simple gesture, when done with the right intention and timing, can carry a strong psychological effect. For example, a gentle kiss on the forehead is often associated with care, warmth, and emotional security. It signals that you are not just focused on physical attraction, but that you value connection and closeness. This type of gesture can make someone feel safe and appreciated, which are key elements in deepening attraction. Emotional safety allows a person to relax and open up, creating a stronger bond. Another important factor is sensitivity to the moment. Every interaction has its own rhythm, and understanding that rhythm is crucial. Acting too quickly can break the emotional flow, while moving too slowly can cause the moment to fade. Being present and aware of the other person's responses helps you adjust naturally. Subtle cues like body language, eye contact, and energy shifts can guide your actions without the need for words. Confidence also plays a major role in how these moments are perceived. True confidence is calm and controlled, not forceful or exaggerated. It shows in how you speak, how you listen, and how you carry yourself. When combined with emotional awareness, it creates an atmosphere where attraction can grow effortlessly, making each interaction feel genuine and engaging. Anticipation is one of the most powerful psychological elements in attraction, because the human mind often becomes more excited about what is about to happen than what is actually happening. When everything is predictable, emotions stay calm, but when there is a little uncertainty and suspense, the brain becomes more alert and emotionally engaged. This is why slow, intentional actions often create stronger memories and deeper emotional reactions than fast, obvious ones. The key is to let moments build naturally instead of trying to force them. Eye contact is one of the simplest ways to build anticipation and emotional tension. When eye contact lasts slightly longer than normal, it creates a silent conversation between two people. It shows confidence, interest, and emotional presence without saying anything. Looking away too quickly can signal nervousness, while holding eye contact calmly shows control and self-assurance. This silent communication often creates a stronger emotional connection than long conversations because emotions are being communicated without words. Body language also plays a huge role in building anticipation. Small movements like leaning slightly closer, lowering your voice, slowing your gestures, or pausing before speaking can change the entire emotional atmosphere of an interaction. These subtle changes make the moment feel more personal and intimate. People often respond emotionally to these signals without even realizing why they feel different in that moment. Timing is another very important psychological factor. Doing the right thing at the wrong time can ruin the emotional effect, while doing something small at the perfect time can become unforgettable. Timing depends on emotional comfort, environment, mood, and the connection between two people. When someone feels comfortable and emotionally open, small gestures suddenly become very powerful and meaningful. Mystery also increases anticipation. If you reveal everything about yourself too quickly, the other person's curiosity disappears. But when you leave small things unsaid, when you don't always explain everything, and when you keep a calm, slightly mysterious personality, it keeps the other person thinking about you even after the conversation ends. The mind naturally tries to solve mysteries, and this keeps emotional interest alive for a longer time. Confidence combined with patience creates a very strong psychological effect. Most people rush because they are afraid of losing the moment, but patience often makes the moment stronger. When you are calm, relaxed, and not in a hurry, it shows emotional control and self-confidence, which are naturally attractive qualities in social and romantic interactions. A simple gesture can carry a surprisingly deep psychological impact when it is delivered with the right intention and emotional awareness. People often underestimate how powerful small actions can be, especially when those actions communicate something meaningful without using words. In human interaction, subtlety often speaks louder than obvious behavior because it feels more genuine and less forced. A gentle, timed gesture can create an emotional response that lingers far longer than something exaggerated or overly planned. One example of this is a soft kiss on the forehead, which carries strong emotional symbolism. It is commonly associated with care, warmth, and a sense of protection. Unlike more direct or intense forms of affection, it does not feel demanding or overwhelming. Instead, it creates a feeling of comfort and reassurance. This kind of gesture can signal that your intentions go beyond surface level attraction and that you value emotional closeness. When someone feels emotionally safe, their natural defenses begin to lower, allowing them to connect more openly. The psychological effect behind this lies in how the brain interprets safety and trust. When a person feels safe, their body relaxes and their emotional state becomes more receptive. This creates a positive feedback loop where comfort leads to openness, and openness leads to deeper connection. A simple action that triggers this response can quickly strengthen the bond between two people without the need for complex communication. Another important aspect is sincerity. A gesture only has power when it feels authentic. If it appears calculated or forced, it loses its emotional value. People are highly sensitive to intention, even if they cannot logically explain it. Genuine actions, on the other hand, create a natural emotional response because they align with the energy of the moment. This is why being present and emotionally aware is so important. Context also shapes how a gesture is received. The same action can feel meaningful in one moment and inappropriate in another, depending on the emotional environment. Understanding the mood, the level of comfort, and the connection between both people helps ensure that the gesture enhances the moment instead of disrupting it. Awareness of these subtle details allows interactions to flow smoothly and naturally. Consistency in behavior further strengthens the impact of small gestures. When your actions consistently reflect care, respect, and confidence, even the simplest expressions of affection begin to carry more weight. Over time, these small moments build trust and emotional familiarity, creating a deeper and more lasting connection between two people. Sensitivity to the moment is one of the most important yet overlooked aspects of attraction and connection. Every interaction between two people has its own natural rhythm, and understanding that rhythm allows everything to feel smooth and effortless. When someone is fully present, they begin to notice subtle emotional shifts, small changes in energy, and unspoken signals that guide what should happen next. This awareness creates a sense of flow, where actions feel natural instead of forced. Being present means paying attention not only to what is being said, but also to how it is being said. Tone of voice, pauses in conversation, facial expressions, and body language all provide valuable information about how the other person is feeling. When someone leans in slightly, maintains eye contact, or mirrors your movements, it often indicates comfort and engagement. On the other hand, crossed arms, short responses, or frequent distractions may suggest hesitation or a lack of emotional connection. Recognizing these signals helps in adjusting your behavior in a way that keeps the interaction comfortable and balanced. Timing is deeply connected to this awareness. Acting too quickly can disrupt the natural build-up of emotion, making the moment feel rushed or uncomfortable. Acting too slowly, however, can cause the emotional intensity to fade, making the interaction lose its spark. Finding the right timing requires patience and observation rather than guesswork. It involves allowing the moment to develop on its own while staying ready to respond when the emotional energy feels right. Emotional intelligence plays a major role in reading these moments accurately. It allows a person to understand not just their own feelings, but also the feelings of the other person. This creates a deeper level of connection because actions are no longer based on assumptions, but on real emotional cues. When someone feels understood without having to explain themselves, it builds trust and comfort very quickly. Adaptability is another key factor in responding to the moment. No two interactions are exactly the same, and what works in one situation may not work in another. Being flexible and adjusting your approach based on the situation shows confidence and awareness. It also prevents interactions from feeling mechanical or predictable, keeping them engaging and dynamic. Calm confidence enhances this entire process. When someone is relaxed and not overthinking every move, they are better able to stay in the moment and respond naturally. This creates a smooth, authentic interaction where both people feel at ease, allowing emotional connection and attraction to develop without pressure